Good morning.
Good morning.
Hopefully we're not muted this morning. I think I
Were
got
you
that right.
Did you have it right?
I don't know. I didn't check. They'll let us know. The people will let us know.
How's everyone doing this morning? Good morning, good morning. It's a nice,
Brisk.
crisp.
One of those
It's nice
mornings.
out. Well, I mean, the sun is out and it's cold, but it's a crispy cold. So it'll be crisp.
Crispy cold.
Yeah.
Good time for a brisk walk.
There you go.
There you go.
I will take the sun any day. So
Yeah.
when in the cold. Now when it's 105 and 110, I might change my mind.
I'll replay this video for you and say you wanted the sun at the time. You wanted that.
Exactly. So fun.
Good morning again, everybody. For anyone that's joining on, let us know where you're watching from in the feed. We always love to see that.
Yeah, exactly. Where are you watching from? Is this your first time or you're a regular? We love either way. So we just love doing this. We just love chatting with you guys on Friday mornings. Random chat. We'll call it, one day we're just going to have to call it random chat.
I feel like that's what we do all the time.
I know, but we never title it random chat.
Because I am in charge of coming up with
Random
interesting titles.
Exactly.
Morning here, it's 10 degrees here in...
Mortuary, New Mexico.
That word, yeah.
I probably said that wrong. Mortuary or more, I don't know.
Mortuary, it's one of those words.
Yeah, that's really cold. I don't have that. Let's see what the temperature is today. We'll look at our watch.
It was 27.
It's 30.
No, it's 30. It was 27 when I woke up this morning.
Yeah. But for some reason, when the sun's out, it doesn't feel as cold, but it's like outside. Then it I didn't think it was 30. But I knew it was cold because I walked out in this little jacket, and I was like, oh, that's not good.
A little too cold for you. That jacket wasn't doing it for you.
But it's doing it for in here.
Did you do any of your breakfast tips
I
that
did.
anybody hit you with last week?
I did the yogurt parfait type. I've done that. And then some protein drinks.
Oh, very good, very good.
So yeah,
Yeah.
I appreciate all those tips. I like trying new things.
Yeah.
So that was super cool.
I had peanut butter protein pancakes this morning with eggs.
Oh, good. You can come over and cook breakfast for me.
No. My house is on the way to work. For you, you could swing by and have breakfast with me.
That's true.
If you ever want to come to my house. She never comes over. She doesn't like me.
Oh, that is so
Never comes
true.
over. She had me buy a house next to her. She never comes over. She's always like, come over to my house. No.
I
over
do
to my
come
house.
over, so that has a lot to do with invitation.
You just have to show up. I never get an invitation to your
Did
house.
you like
I just
text
show
and
up.
go, I'm making breakfast this morning. Why don't you stop by and have breakfast?
What time did you get out of bed?
Well, that's not every morning, though.
Exactly, madam. Okay, exactly. My text would have gone nowhere.
That's true. Probably this morning.
It would have gone in the clouds.
That's true. Well, anyway, good morning, everyone, again. Thank you for watching. Did you guys get a chance to see Corey's part 4, which is the final part of his series that he was doing, the flamenco quilt top
Good job.
panel?
Flamenco.
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 Did you? That's good.
It was good. It was good.
Did you get a chance to see the part 4? He did a really good job. Showed you how to do some borders, did some cross hatching, threw some stuff in the sashing. So, and taught you how to even use the ruler, the 4x8 ruler, and then some stencils and stuff. Yeah.
Did you watch it?
I did.
Oh, okay. Just making sure.
I did.
I took it off of the frame. It's not completely done, but I did take it off of the frame for those who haven't seen it. If you want me to show it real quick, it's not finished, but I could show it.
Why don't you just go grab it?
Okay.
Yeah. So it was really cool. So if you haven't had a chance to go watch the series, you start at 1. They're not very long episodes, so go jump at 1, and then and it's all on our YouTube channel. You can start from 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the last one was last night. So he's got some other fun, great ideas coming up on different other panels and stuff. But here it is. There we go. We got him back.
Ew. So again, it's not finished.
It's pretty close.
It's pretty close. I just have to finish off the background stitching. But last night we looked at. It is poofy. That's what you use with wool.
Did you use Linda's Choice?
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh,
Obviously, you did not watch part 2.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. You did talk about that in part
Yes.
2. I've slept since then.
So, haven't we all? Last night we looked at background crosshatch, sashings, and then borders. So I'll come up closer so you can get an idea. Oh, and micro stippling in the center medallion part.
I liked how you did that to really make that pop. How you talked about going in there and doing that. That was
Making
really
it
cool.
kind of center focus.
But I love how you use our Linda's Choice batting that we have here. And then you throw on some wool. But you could also throw on poly. You don't have to do wool.
No, you don't have to use wool. You can use poly if that's what you have available. I just like wool because it doesn't have a memory for creases.
Oh, that's right.
And since we fold and unfold these projects all the time, I wanted them to always poof out.
That's true.
To be the same. Oh, there's the flowers. Oh yeah, we looked at the leaf petal. Golly, this is hard to do. I'm like going backwards. There we go. Looked at the leaf petals, and then of course the center medallion piece. Right there, where we did all that micro stippling. Fun stuff.
Love it, love it, love it.
Yeah. So I also like the back more than I like the front sometimes.
Yeah, you can show the back.
I'll show you the back. The back looks really pretty.
Well,
in
you
my
can just see
opinion.
the detail of the stitching.
Yeah. The back looks really pretty in my opinion, besides my one little thread uh-oh that I had, but that's okay. So that's the back of the quilt. Use that purple glide thread on the etchings. See if I can straighten that out. There we go. But it looks so much prettier on the back. Sometimes the back is just as pretty as the front. But there's the back of the quilt.
Yeah, no, I love both of them. So yeah, he used a panel. We have the panel available on our website. We had a question that says a panel, and it is the
Flamenco panel.
Yeah, it's actually right here.
Yeah, it's right. Oh, yeah, I brought a folded one just in
Look at
case.
you, look at you. Being
If you stay
prepared.
ready, you ain't got to get ready.
Yeah, so
That's
it's
the
just
panel.
a panel.
Yep.
There we go. So yeah, if you wanted to, like I said, you could grab the panel, follow the series, or just watch the series and use those tips and ideas that he gave you to go towards your quilt or whatever you're doing in your future.
Yeah, so on that same mindset, since we have some people watching this morning,
Yeah.
I mean, we always do, but since we have people watching this morning, I was thinking, I don't know how you think about it, and the people can weigh in too. I was thinking like one Thursday night, I don't know when,
Yeah.
but I throw on something that's actually, that I want to do.
Yeah.
For
Like a project you've been wanting
a project
to
that
do.
I've been wanting to do. That's the word. Thank you.
Okay.
Not that I didn't want to do this panel, but put on a project and quilt for just like a couple hours, like real time, my actual quilting, the actual things, switching out threads, answering questions as they come in. I mean, I'll be focused on the quilt, but you could ask the questions that come from the people.
So kind of like a live quilt with Corey.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, where they can come and go.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't have to watch the whole thing. You could stop.
Yeah.
You could go to the grocery store. You could come back. You could
Yeah,
have
well, I mean, it'll
have
be
a cup of
recorded for
tea.
later anyway.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Or you could have dinner and then come back. Or you could be knitting and watching, or listening and watching. Different things like that. But just like quilting on the actual panel, trying to probably like finish like half the project.
Yeah.
I have an idea of which one I want to do.
Is that what's
so-
sitting over there?
Yeah.
I had a feeling
Yeah,
there.
it's
Something
over
was coming up because you had that sitting over there.
Yeah, it's
this
over
morning.
there. It's over there. But busting out some metallic threads and different things like that for that.
What do you
panel.
guys think? You guys want to do that with him? Like he'll sit there and just basically be live for 2 or 3 hours quilting, and you can ask questions as he's quilting, watch him quilt, watch his process, watch him change his mind.
Yeah, I do change my mind
things.
a lot on things,
But it's kind of like a come and go event live just to watch on our YouTube channel. I think that's a
Yeah.
good idea.
yeah, they're loving it.
Oh, good.
Oh yeah, a lot of good ones. Okay, I guess I'll do it.
Yeah.
I
So why don't
I
you
was
show
thinking.
it? Because now I'm
Okay,
curious.
all right.
I saw you was sitting over there this morning. I was like,
Yeah, I brought
Okay,
it
what's
in.
coming?
I brought it in. A friend gave me this to do for them, and it's been sitting in my craft room at home until the perfect time. But after doing this 4-part series, I got really inspired that I could probably do it.
okay.
And I want to mix computerized and hand guided.
Yeah, well, I
And
think that's a good
this.
idea to show both.
So it'll be this panel right here, this beautiful peacock, very gorgeous panel.
I can see a lot of
But there's a
freehand stuff in
lot
there
of
for you to do.
freehand techniques, and
And
this
then maybe
negative
computerized
space,
up
I want to
there?
do some computerized quilting.
That's a good idea.
Kind of blend the two together, so while the machine's stitching computerized, we could talk about thread or batting, back here in the studio, and then go see what it looks like and switch back and forth.
Yeah.
I think it has a lot of potential,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
No, I can definitely
So I
see
just thought
that.
that'd be. I was thinking about that last night when I was laying in bed, and I was because that's what I do. I always think about what we're doing in here. But I thought it'd be kind of cool, and using something that means a whole lot to me, because someone entrusted me to do it.
Yeah, no, I think that's a great idea.
But just to see the different thought process that I have behind different things. Not that my way is the only way, but just to get
No.
inspiration.
1,000 different ways.
Yeah.
But yeah, to just use the frustration. Fun. Well, I think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the best part of it, it's free. It's free.
Oh, yeah, it is free.
Free on YouTube.
Amy has a good idea too.
What?
She said pick another panel so we can purchase and follow along in real time.
That's a good idea. That's a good idea.
Yeah. So we'll do it. Maybe we can do it after this one.
Yeah, that's a good idea. We'll find a good panel that you can do, and then turn it into kind of a follow-along class. Yeah. Good idea, Amy.
Come on, Amy, with the ideas.
Yeah,
so
now
proud.
that just means we're going to have to really look at the panels that the fabric vendors have to get just a normal, like that size.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little smaller.
If you guys know of a really good panel out there that's coming out, shoot the name in for us and who it's from, and we'll look and see if it's available for us to get and to follow along.
Yeah.
To learn to learn the techniques.
Yeah.
So you can combine
if you're
both.
following someone else on the TV doing it, you can kind of throw in your own flair too. But
Yeah.
just giving you ideas.
Yeah, it's a good idea. Yep, we're going to do that.
Yeah. So yeah, that's a wonderful idea, Amy. And then Judy, yes, it'll be freehand. There will be a little bit of computerized work in there because there's just 2 parts that I really want something to be there, like perfect. And then it'll kind of be a blend of the two. So if it's doing a computerized thing, like I said, we're going to program it, watch it for a second, and then come talk about something else.
Yeah, so both things, freehand and computerized, combination quilt. That's a good idea.
Computerized, the needle's just going up and down. We don't need to watch it. But
but no, that's a good idea.
Yeah, so that was kind of my thought process.
But that whole center part would all be freehand.
Oh, no question.
Yeah.
No question. Yeah.
Fun. Really good ideas, really good thought. I love that. I love that.
Cool. So, all right. Well, thank y'all for giving me support in that. So that's what we'll, not next Thursday, maybe the Thursday after.
We'll just
something
say in
like
March
that.
for right now.
Okay, that's a good idea. In March.
Sometime in March it'll happen. Probably the beginning of March.
My birthday month.
That is your birthday month at the very end. You were almost an April Fool's baby, but we can talk about that another time.
Yes, but I celebrate the whole month of March.
Yeah, you kind of do.
Yes.
When you get to my age, you don't celebrate the whole month. You just wait for the day to come and go.
Exactly. Well, I can't help you with that.
Anyway, so that's a great idea. Some other things, I want to give a shout out to Corey for his opportunity that he mentioned a couple weeks ago about making some videos for a Nova. So if you have an Nova or you're thinking about purchasing an Nova or a long arm down the road, definitely jump over to their Facebook page and follow them, or go look over to their YouTube. You'll see some videos that Corey has shot that they'll be putting out in the next couple months. That just shows you easy under 5-minute tips on the autopilot, the computerized, and also on the panel vision. So I was super proud as a mom to be able to watch his first one. He wouldn't let me watch any of them when he filmed them or edited them. He's like, no, you're not going to, you have to see them when everybody else sees them. I'm like, well, let me make sure they're okay. He's like,
She's very
I got
critical
this.
about my work. She's very critical.
Yeah, and because I just want it to be good. I want him to.
And I appreciate that.
But it turned out great. So, and I know the rest of them will too. So anyway.
So yeah, like she said, hop over to the Anova Facebook, Anova Long Arm, as well as on their YouTube channel.
Yeah.
The Pantovision ones are the ones that are rolling out. So if you currently have a freehand Anova and you're thinking about maybe wanting to add Pantovision on, that'd be the great place to start.
Check those out.
And then Autopilot will come after that.
Yeah. So super cool. Anyway, so that was an awesome opportunity to be able to do that for
I want
them.
to thank Anova for the opportunity that they've given me to do that, because it was pretty cool to get that phone call.
Yeah. Yeah. And you had fun with it too.
I did. Yep.
I love it. So hopefully we'll see some more for you too.
I hope.
So hey, if you've been looking, just to kind of throw this out there, because people don't realize that we have on our website, we have an end of bolt savings category under fabric, and every day, almost pretty much every day, there's an end of bolt package that gets thrown over on that shelf. So I put a picture of it on Facebook last night just to kind of give you an idea of how many we have. And they go from small, sometimes we'll have only 5, and sometimes we'll have 30. But anytime we're getting more new fabric in, we go ahead and just take the last 2 or 3 yards off that bolt, put it in a little bundle, and you guys get it for a really good price. So if you're looking for a backing or something to add to your project, and you're like, I just don't want to spend all that money on that good fabric, go check out the end of bolt savings, because there's really good prices and really good fabric.
Right.
And it's on our website.
Yeah. Love the end of bolt section.
Yeah.
Love to get a deal.
I know. We all love deals,
Love
right?
a deal. Love a deal. Love when stuff's on sale.
Good. Anything else you want? She said, I wish somebody would come out with a roller coaster panel. Yeah, I don't think I've seen that.
I don't think I've ever seen a roller coaster panel.
Roller coaster panel.
We'll put that in the fabric vendor's ears.
Yeah, put it out there in the universe. Roller coaster panel. So anything you want to talk about?
Not really.
Not really? Hey, you guys have any questions? Anything you want to ask Corey about the project that he's been working on? Something that you've come up with in your journeys of quilting in this last couple weeks that you just didn't have an answer for? You're like, I wish I could ask somebody. Whether it was thread related, batting related, fabric related, definitely shoot it in there. We love to answer your guys' questions too. This is also this Friday morning is really about talking with you and letting you guys engage with us. So definitely, if you have questions, this is the time to ask those questions because other people might be thinking the same thing. So while we'll see if anybody has any questions, what thread did you use again on that Flamico? For the stitch in the ditch, you used
Micro quilter.
Micro quilter. Okay.
Yeah, I used 7010 black micro quilter. In the color sections, I used the First Kiss Glide.
Okay.
It's kind of the new age bone.
Yeah,
It's a little bit more
it's
linen.
pretty.
It's really pretty. And then in the border with the leaves, I did a variegated Affinity.
Okay.
Affinity is a very underrated thread. It doesn't get enough love. It's beautiful variegated
It does
thread.
have some really,
Yeah.
and there's not a whole lot of colors to choose from, but they're all pretty. They have really good variations. So if you haven't ever tried out a variegated thread, definitely. I love variegated threads. But if you're looking for like a glide type of variegated that has some sheen on it, the Affinity is really nice.
It's got a beautiful color change.
It
I
does.
just don't think it gets enough attention.
Yeah.
A little
Well,
Affinity.
Heavy is like a slight color change compared to like some that like Fantastico
Oh,
or
no, it's
Signature
it's
Omni
very
that are like,
subtle.
that are like
Bold changes.
coat changes. Affinity has a very subtle. There you go.
It's a very
Color
subtle
change.
change.
So if you just wanted those little different greens or different reds, or those are some good ones. Definitely should get one to try it out. So.
I'm trying to think. What's that?
Oh, well, this is part of my thankful for. Have we ready for that yet?
Well,
well,
kind of.
yeah.
I mean, we're getting close. I mean, we could talk about something.
Yeah, we'll just do what we're thankful for.
I'm trying to think. There was one more thing I thought I wanted to talk about.
Well, while he's thinking, we always like to end the broadcast with, broadcast. Like I did that. It's a broadcast. What we're thankful for.
Oh, bye.
And we love to hear what you're thankful for. The last few times we've had to cut off really quick, so we haven't had a lot of opportunity to see your feed of what you're thankful for. So we've got a few minutes today. So definitely shoot in there what you're thankful for this week, this month, this year, just whatever. We love reading it. It can be the randomest stuff, or it can be something extremely important to you. So for my thankful for this week is, I am just thankful that, this is kind of odd out of the blue, but thankful that I was able to, even though I had a very, very hard pregnancy with both of my kids, like extreme in the hospital, constantly, with both of my boys, and they both came out healthy, and healthy and happy, and I've had really good, success with having, I didn't have a lot of issues, with you guys as babies, not premature, even though I was so sick. And I bring that up because of this little thing right here. So this little rock, I don't know if they can't even see it, but this little rock right here, Darren found when he was walking yesterday, and he's like, hey, check this out. So then I looked at the back, and it says, please post a pic on Facebook group, Parker's Rocks, #toughlikeparker. And I was like, I wonder what that's about. It must, obviously probably a kid, but hey. So I looked up the page, and it was actually a family that had lost their son when he was a baby.
Oh my gosh.
That he went through all kinds of different surgeries and issues and things from the day he was born. But he kept fighting back. He would fight, and he fought as long as he could. And in 2021, they lost him.
Aww.
And so the parents and this brother decided they would start making rocks. And so for the last couple of years, they've made these rocks and have volunteers, and they paint different things for every month. And they hide them all over Texas, is so far what I've seen on their page. And people find them and post them, and it's just to bring happiness and spread kindness.
Aww.
And they wanted, in his name, they wanted to spread kindness.
That's so cute.
So it made me really feel like I am so blessed that I had healthy kids, because I don't know, that would be so hard to.
I can only imagine. I
to
can't
lose,
even
to
imagine.
lose my son or lose my baby. So anyway, so Darren found that and brought that in, and when I looked it up, and you just don't realize how blessed you are. So I'm very thankful for healthy babies.
That's a cool thing.
What about you?
Um.
And while you're thinking, we got thankful for a new position at work with increase in pay. Yes,
Love
go Jackie. What are the in and outs of using different weight thread? Oh, this is a question.
Oh, okay. I can do that after you read the rest of
Okay,
those.
we'll do thankfuls, and we'll come back to you, Lisa. I am thankful I got tired of being retired, so I got a job, help pay for crafting addictions. Gotta love that. Yep.
Someone's got to pay for it.
Thankful for the family. Thankful for a great neighbor who helped me out of a buy-in this week. Love the neighbors when they can help. Yeah.
When you have good neighbors, it changes your whole ball game
Yeah, it sure
on
does.
things. Yeah.
All right, what are you thankful for? And then we'll come and answer Lisa's question.
I am extremely thankful for my significant other. We had a great Valentine's Day, and then I got a great early birthday present.
But you don't have it yet.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't have it yet. It's a surprise for in the future. It keeps them on the edge of their seats. But I got a great early birthday present that I got to see the picture of, so I can't wait until next month.
Yeah, that'll be super fun.
Yes.
Gonna love it.
That's what I'm thankful for.
So you want to answer Lisa's question?
So Lisa asked, what are the ins and outs of using different weight thread? This newbie has been told it's too tricky and not to do it. Maybe this is a longer discussion. Yes and no, Lisa, on the longer discussion part, but definitely try it. When it comes to different weights or different texts of thread, that's kind of the first thing you have to look at. In the sewing world, you look at weight of thread. In the quilting world, you look at texts of thread. But all the thread manufacturers throw those back and forth, so it gets very confusing on what number means what. So if we're looking at weight, the lower the weight, the thicker the thread. The higher the weight, the thinner the thread. But with text, that is opposite. So the lower the text, the thinner the thread. The higher the text, the thicker the thread. So like for glide, it's considered like a text 27. That's what they say on their website. I think it's more of a text 30, but anyway. But it's considered a 40 weight.
Yeah.
So it's a good size and thread. But when you're bouncing from like glide to micro quilter to bottom line to metallic to permacore, you really see a lot of adjustments needing to be done with your bobbin tension as opposed to your top tension. Your top might have to have a little hair, but you shouldn't be grinding that top tensioner to fix something that arises. It should be something more that happens in your bobbin.
Yeah.
So I would throw on some scrap fabric, or you could get a yard or two of muslin fabric that we have here, 108 wide.
Yeah.
Split it down the middle, throw some batting in between, put it on your machine, and bounce between those threads, and learn the difference in the bobbin tension to really get that gate dialed in. Once you have that done, it is so much fun. I bounced between 3 different weights of thread on that flamenco panel, and it was just a bobbin tension adjustment.
Yeah, that's typically all it is. Even most machines are that way. I mean, there could be.
And I can't speak for everything.
I can't speak for all machines, but a lot of the big long arm machines, your tension is going to be in your bobbin. If you can get that bobbin, you adjust it in the bobbin, and you usually don't have to mess with the top too much. Every once in a while, you'll have to when you drastically change. But yeah, just try it out, because I mean, you'd be surprised. It's fun to try the different ones, like Corey, or you can put the bottom line in the bottom and say you want to do the glide or like an omni on top, and that's a totally different weight, but it gives you a totally different look too.
Yeah, and when you're first starting out, I would always 100,000% tell you to do same thread top and bottom.
Yeah.
All day, every day.
If you're a beginner, do it that way.
And I always go back to that. But when I get onto these art quilts and I want to have a lot of fun, sometimes it calls for something different besides same thread top and bottom.
Yeah.
But throwing on some scrappy fabric and just going to town and figuring out those differences will really give you that confidence and alleviate that stress when you want to do something that's super artsy like the flamenco panel, and you don't want to use the same thread all over it, because in my opinion you can totally change it up by not doing that.
And I'm going to throw this out just from experience that I've had, and you have obviously a lot more than I do.
Well, not a whole lot.
But I feel like when you want to, if you're using 2 different types of threads or 2 different colors, drastic colors, say red on top, white on back, or something like that, when you use a thicker batting, double up your batting or use a little bit of thicker batting, it definitely helps and hides the stitch inside the batting, so that way the red's not pulling through and the white's not pulling through to the top.
Wonderful tip, yeah.
Because it's, I mean, no matter what adjustment you make, if you're using a very tiny
if you're using a thermore batting,
you're going to see the top, and you can't
there's
make
nothing you can do to hide those threads.
Yeah, so it's definitely, if you're going to use 2 drastically different colors, double up that batting or use a little bit of a thicker batting.
Yeah, totally.
To kind of hide that.
And that got me thinking. Last night someone asked how long I've been quilting. Can you believe that next month it'll be 20 years?
From when you touched the machines and started playing. Yeah. Yeah, I saw that comment. I'm like, yeah, you're not that old.
I'll be 28 next month.
And I'm like, yeah, I guess at 8 he did start getting on the machines.
I started playing with the long arms at 8.
Playing on the machines.
Linda pulled up a chair and let me stand on the chair, and long arm. That was my daycare after school. That's a whole nother discussion. But yeah, that was my daycare after school. So I started quilting at 8.
Yeah, I
started getting introduced to it at 8.
And playing
and
with
started
it.
playing with the machines and learning all this stuff.
Yeah, you
It'll
sure
be
did.
Next month will be 20 years. Makes you old. That makes me old.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh, 28's just creeping up.
All right, we got to go.
Alrighty, Lisa, you're very welcome. So, is that it?
That's it.
Oh yeah, we already did our thankful force.
Yeah, we did.
I got into my groove about
thread. You got
thread.
into your groove about thread.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that's what we're here for. So if you guys have questions like Lisa had today, please write them down, and then next Friday or any Friday, shoot them in there so we can answer that. Because I mean, we can obviously go down a whole train of thought on something, and hopefully that helps somebody somewhere. Alrighty. Sure. Let's go.
All right. Well, thank you all so much for joining us this morning. We hope you have a wonderful rest of your Friday and a wonderful weekend. Enjoy the weather wherever you're at, even if it's freezing cold like here. And I'll see you next Thursday on After Hours.
All righty.
And then we'll see you Friday morning.
Sounds good.
All right. Bye.
Bye.